Mike, sports vibes. Thank you for vibing with the Bull. There's a lot of hype going around Ivan Pace Jr. There is a lot of hype going around Ivan Pace Jr. And I'm really excited because it got me wondering, got me thinking, can Ivan Pace Jr. be the next all-time great undrafted free agent? Can he be? Can he be? John Randle, I didn't even know this. There's some research. John Randle, one of the greatest defensive tackles, was undrafted. Wow. He was undrafted. So that goes to show you, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They weren't drafted. I'm not saying that Ivan Pace Jr. will be on the level of John Randle, and I know they play different positions, but I'm just using that as an example. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Because I know I was hearing rumors when the draft came along that Ivan Pace Jr. would get drafted as high as the third round, fourth round, fifth round, whatever. He didn't even get drafted. And what I like about this, right, I'm going to talk my talk. Best believe I'm going to talk my talk. And shout out to Ivan Pace Jr. because I'm hearing a lot of good things in training camp. And I love hearing it. But for him to be undrafted and show off like this, and this is why I like Brian Flores, is because it's not about where you was drafted at. You could be drafted in the first round, second round, whatever. It's who can play the dang on game. Who got that drive? Who got that mental toughness? That's what Brian Flores is looking for. It doesn't matter if you was drafted or not. If you can play, guess what? You're going to play. And that's why I like Brian Flores. He changed the culture in the Minnesota Vikings. He just changed it. He just changed the culture defensively, right? So I'm going to talk my talk about this. And I think the hype is for good reason, by the way. I think the hype is for good reason because they doubted Ivan Pace Jr. They doubted him. They said he's too short. They said he's not big enough. They said his arms are not long enough. They just doubted him. Doubt after doubt after doubt after doubt. And look what he's doing. He's getting first reps right now, man. He's getting first reps. First team reps. I mean, come on, man. The toughness that he brings, the aggression that he brings, the no-quit mentality that he brings. He's a really good tackler. It doesn't matter about your size. It doesn't matter what people say about you. It doesn't matter if they doubt you. If you're a baller, you're a baller. And he is a straight-up baller. And he will make the team. I truly believe this. Because he's making plays. He's always around the ball. He's always around the ball. And for him to be undrafted and keep on striving to get better, that's the one thing about it in life. People are going to doubt you. But you got to keep on striving to get to where you want to be. If you really want to be that person, if you want to be a lawyer, doctor, whatever you want to be, you have to keep on pushing forward. You're going to have negativity. You're going to have people that's going to try to stop you. They're going to try to stop your grind. They're going to try to be negative so they can hurt your feelings to make you stop doing what you're doing. But you have to keep on striving because that person that's trying to stop you, the only reason why he's trying to stop you is because he would love to be what you're doing right now. He sees the potential in you and he wants to stop you from getting there. But you don't let that person stop you. And that's what Ivan Pace Jr. is doing. He didn't let all the teams stop him. He kept on grinding. He's getting first team reps, y'all. You know how big of a deal that is? I'm hearing so much hype in training camp. I cannot wait to see him in preseason. He gonna mess around and take one of these linebackers' jobs. I don't know which one, Jordan Hicks. I don't know which one, but he's gonna mess around and take one of their jobs. But let me get to John Randle real quick. And I'm not saying that Ivan Pace Jr. will be as great as John Randle. But I'm not saying he won't be when it comes to all-time great undrafted free agent Viking player. Actually, it doesn't even matter he was undrafted. John Randle is one of the greatest Minnesota Vikings that ever played. Matter of fact, he's one of the greatest football players that ever put on a football uniform. To keep it all the way 100, he's the 10th all time in sacks with 137 sacks. He went undrafted. Can you believe? Can you believe John Randle went undrafted? You know what they said about him? They said the same thing they're saying about Ivan Pace Jr., man. They was trying to say back then he was too small. Really? Really?
Nah.
He's too small.
Nah.
But the one thing you can't measure is heart. And just because you're a little bit smaller, your arms are a little bit, they're not as long, you can't measure heart. Because you could be the biggest player and be the softest player. You could be the biggest boxer, just go into boxing real quick and get your behind knocked out in the first round. All that size for nothing. All that size for nothing. But it just goes to show you determination and never giving up on yourself, having that no quit mentality can get you far in life in general. You know what I'm saying? So they were doubted. Ivan Pace Jr. was doubted. John Randle was doubted. And numerous players were doubted that were undrafted. And now they're in the NFL and they're all-time greats. I'm not saying Ivan Pace will be an all-time great, but you never know. And there were so many, it's this thing where, that's why I'm so big on the later rounds in the NFL draft. Everybody's so hype about the first round, the second round, third round, whatever, right? I'm hype about the later rounds more than anything. Because, yeah, okay, of course, the so-called first rounds, the second rounds, third rounds, or whatever, they have the so-called more talent, right? But how many first-round picks over the years that the Minnesota Vikings have drafted that haven't planned out? You can name a few. I'm not going to name them. I'm going to name one. I'm just going to name one because that's off the top of my head. Right? Laquan Treadwell. I mean, come on. It doesn't matter where you start. It's how you finish in life, man. And a lot of people give up. You cannot give up. I'm just making this video because I just need people to understand. This is about Ivan Pace Jr. This is about Randle, but this is beyond that for me. It's bigger. I'm talking about sports, but I want people that's watching right now to understand just because you might fail at something or something might get hard and people are doubting you, people are being negative, use that as motivation to be successful. Use that to feed you, to keep on striving to get better at whatever you're trying to be. It can be anything. Like I said, a judge, a lawyer, doesn't matter. An actor. Don't let nobody stop you from accomplishing your dream. Don't let nobody stop you from being successful, because the only person that can stop you from being successful is yourself. So keep striving, and never give up. Ivan Pace Jr. didn't give up, and now he's getting first team reps. I mean, come on. And John Randle didn't give up, and he's one of the greatest, and I mean greatest NFL players on the defensive side of the ball of all time. Number 93. So I hope you have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. And I appreciate you for vibing with the bull. The hype is real. The hype is worthy of the hype for Ivan Pace Jr. And I just wanted to give people an example, of John Randle was undrafted as well. And I want to give people hope that it might start off bad, but it can end good if you just keep on moving forward. But yeah, you already know the vibes. You know how we coming. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for vibing with me. I really appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you are a Minnesota Viking fan. Yeah, like and subscribe if you're a Minnesota Viking fan. And best believe I'm going live after every single Minnesota Viking game. Not right after the game, but trust and believe I'm going live after the game. It's definitely going down. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you tune in with your boy. And I'm out.